As the U.S. presidential campaign enters its final week, central banks and global economic data are in the spotlight. U.S. indices closed slightly lower on Monday. Energy, consumer durables, and apparel, as well as pharmaceuticals, biotech, and life sciences were under pressure. Separately, utilities, real estate, and commercial, as well as professional services outperformed. On the economic data front, personal income improved by 0.3% in September from 0.2% in the previous month. Meanwhile, personal spending increased by 0.5% in September. In other U.S. data, the Chicago PMI fell to 50.6 in October from 54.2 in September. As for your advancers and decliners, 40% of S&P 500 constituents traded lower yesterday. And in the after-hours market, Anadarko Petroleum reported third-quarter adjusted EPS of 89 cents on revenues of $1.89 billion. Net loss on an adjusted basis came in deeper in the red at $460 million. Separately, Tesoro reported that third-quarter EPS from continuing operations fell to $1.43 from $6.13 in the prior year period on revenue of $6.5 billion. Bernardo Realty Trust posted third-quarter adjusted funds from operations of $1.24 up from the prior year period and EPS of 35 cents down from $1.05 a year earlier. Separately, the company announced plans to spin off its Washington, D.C. business currently known as Bernardo Charles E. Smith and merge it with the JBJ companies. And in other news, we have earnings today, and we will be getting quarterly results up from Pfizer, Gilead Sciences, Occidental Petroleum, as well as Ecolab, as well as LyondellBasell Industries. As for economic data today, we will be getting market U.S. manufacturing PMI, as well as September construction spending here in the U.S. We will also be getting October ISM manufacturing, and throughout the day, we should be expecting domestic vehicle sales results for October. As for the overseas markets, Asian markets were mostly higher today. The Nikkei gained 0.1%, the Hang Seng up 0.9%, and the Kospi was nearly flat but down just minus 0.04%. European indices are trading flat today. As for the U.S. equity indices, for the S&P 500, on an intraday basis, trading central analysts are expecting 2144. They prefer long positions above 2107, with targets standing at 2135 and 2144 in extension. As for the Nasdaq on an intraday basis, the 4880 level is being watched, and for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, limited upside is expected.